So you've got a business. But what about a brand? The difference? More of you. Wix gives you the freedom to create your website, own your brand, and do it on your own, exactly how you envisioned it. Experience limitless customization. Boost your creativity and efficiency with AI tools for every part of your business journey. Scale up with built-in SEO, e-com, and scheduling features. Put more of you in your business. Go to Wix.com and do it all. Yourself.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like aloe or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Yo, what's good? It's JR the Boss Man here from the Boss Man Show, BS3 TV, Believe Network, here bringing you your Braves recap. Yo, what's up? JR the Boss Man here, Boss Man Show, BS3 TV, also Believe Network, here bringing you post-game recap of the Braves from June 17th. It was an exciting game at Truist Park tonight. The Braves were down 4-1 late. 8th inning, had bases loaded. Marcell Ozuna hit a double down the left field line, tied the game at 4 to get the Braves back in there. But it was tonight, Spencer Schwellenbach did a good job of just getting through innings, despite some mistakes he made. Gave a home run to Juan Soto, Tyrone Taylor as well. Gave up 2 runs, additional runs as well. Braves was down 4-1 for the longest. Just down. Bats wasn't clicking. But in that 8th inning, it kind of worked out for him. Like I said, bases were loaded. Ozuna came up, got him a double. It's cleared them bases and got it to be 4-4. In the top of the 9th inning, Ronald Acuña had a heck of a catch, a circus catch that a lot of you hear in post-game from Snit, Austin Riley, Acuña himself, and Schwellenbach to talk about what you see from Ronald Acuña on an everyday basis. But this game was pretty much that. In the extra innings, Austin Riley got a sacrifice fly because you had Luke Williams already on base right there. Then they walked Acuña. They also walked Olsen there. So, and then Riley came up, got the ball up in the air, sacrifice fly. Braves win 5-4. A game the Braves definitely needed. The Mets are top of the NL East. They definitely need to come back. It can't go down anymore, so it's a big win for them. They'll have Chris Sale going tomorrow. Also, Iglesias, Nick talked about this, was a good outing for him. He needed an outing like this. He's been throwing the ball well. Dylan Lee in 9th inning held it down as well. Did a good job for the Braves, but Schwellenbach eating up them in 7 innings tonight, eating them up. Pitcher Johnson got in the game in 8th inning as well for the Braves. So tonight it wasn't a lot of action night on the field per se, because it was a 4-1 game. Pitching slowed down, but in 8th inning the Braves down to the last 4 outs. Ozuna 2 out, 3-run double on left field line, ties the game. So Iglesias gets the win in the 10th inning, but he needed that outing as well. Snit talked about that, and he talked about how Ronald Acuña, if you go up and get a beer, you may miss something, do something amazing. So it's a total team effort tonight. A lot of guys took up the Braves tonight. When you're hearing the comments from Riley, Schwellenbach, Snit, and Acuña, who came up there after the game as well, you hear from as well. So this night game, Braves recap. Braves improved to 32-39. Another game tomorrow night here at Truist Park. We'll be live and in color here as well, so check that out. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Braves recap. The Braves win 5-4, extra innings and 10 innings. So check out tonight's post-game clips on the back end. Check out some clips of today's post-game pressers.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
You set the gold standard for your business. Your website should do the same. Wix puts you at the helm, so you can enjoy the creative freedom of designing your site just the way you want. Want someone to bounce your ideas off? Talk with AI to create a beautiful site together. Whatever your business, manage it from one place and tie it all together with a personalized domain name. Gear up for success with a brand that says you best. You can do it yourself on Wix.
What was your thought about Ronald's catch there, and then just the whole play in general?
Yeah, that was awesome. Up in the training room, we got the camera behind home plate. You see the ball go up in the air, and that was just an unbelievable catch. And for him to got it to first and get a double play, it was pretty cool to watch.
What kind of energy did that send through the place?
I mean, it sounded pretty loud. I wasn't out there to hear it, but it sounded loud. It's great. They got us down to 2 outs there with bases loaded, and he delivered big time.
But how good is this feel to start this 2-week stretch, at least in this manner?
Yeah, it's really good. I always want to come out on top, but this one's special. Down 4-1 late in the game and come back and persevere through it and put up a win. It's big.
Were you pleased with that?
I mean, the first couple innings, you give up 3 runs, and it's just got to bear down and give the team as many innings as you can. And I'm glad that I was able to get through 7. But yeah, just like I said, just getting through as many innings as I can for the team.
No adjustment or anything mechanically you tweak to where you're getting a velocity or a shape that you feel like is more effective?
I think just moving efficiently and getting my body into the right spots to be able to generate a lot of force towards home. And I've had a bump in velocity the last month or so, and kind of say that was the reason for it. Just really using my bullpens as kind of a feel-good thing and get my body moving right, and the ball's been coming out good for me.
The rain delay on a Tuesday night, obviously, there's been some recent struggles. What's it like playing in front of that crowd tonight, especially in the later innings of this game?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a playoff game, honestly. It was late start, but the fans were awesome. It was loud, and even when we were behind, they stayed behind us and were loud through the entire game.
All right. The catch wasn't to make a play like that to double him up to add to that.
Sí, explicando, o sea, la emoción de esa jugada y después de tener ahí la presencia y la mente de hacer el double play.
Mira, de verdad que primeramente que nada, de verdad que contento que ganamos el juego y de verdad que primero no anticipe esas cosas y luego hace que pase, de verdad que pudo salir bien y lo más importante que ganamos.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm just happy that we won the game, obviously. And first and foremost, just happy that the team won the game. That's the most important thing. And really, for me, it's just about anticipating those plays and just executing. And fortunately, it worked out, and I was able to kind of play out how I wanted it to. And like I said, we won.
Special win, one of those special wins.
No, sí, claro, todos los juegos cuentan y más que los metan. Tienen un buen equipo, están de primer lugar, nosotros estamos ahí en la pelea y eso, y es bueno haber ganado este juego.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think, the Mets are in first place. They have a really good team. So to go out there and beat them, and, every win matters. Every win's important. So just to go out there and be able to get that tonight is big.
What was the and on field when Ozuna hits that 3-run double?
No, increíble, de verdad que batalló ese turno, pudo traer las carreras necesarias para ganar y el dogado se vio la energía que teníamos.
I mean, incredible. He was able to, drive the runs that we needed in, and I think the dugout sort of echoed that type of energy and that enthusiasm.
Thrilling or wins like this where it's like, you're down on your final 4 outs and everything just turns the tide and keeps going your way the rest
all
of the
those. Yeah. Satisfying, thrilling, all of them, all the adjectives. No, that was good. That was a lot of good things. Schwelly kind of got it up and got through 7 innings. That was really big, I think. Marcel, Ronald's catch, a lot of really good things. Happy for Austin that he put us over the top, and so that's a big win. Obviously, we were talking about earlier in the day. It's a big series. They're all big now because we've created that, and so that's a good one to start off on.
After and to do it in such an important one.
No, that's hopefully something that kind of gets us off the mat, and should, you know what I mean, and because we've had some heartbreakers and 1-run losses, so it's nice to get one like that.
Did it feel like it was kind of a two events there that happened, Ronald's catch and then Ozuna's hit and then Ronald's catch?
Yeah, no, it was good. You kind of felt like things were turning a little bit, and Matt had a really good at bat. Didn't expand, just kind of. Luke had kind of got in between, and it was just a heads-up play right there by him too, not panicking, and because that was a tough read for him off second, so that was a great read. Then after that, to put himself in that position.
What do you make of his performance tonight, and what have you seen?
Iggy? Yeah. No, that was big for him. I think that's a really that's a big game for him because he's kind of working his way back into being a guy again, and I think he's had like 3 in a row now, maybe 4 that see some really good signs, which is really good because we're going to need him, and Dylan too. So we'll probably just continue to mix and match those guys, but that was good for Iggy.
Athleticism, a little bit of everything.
No, just have the time, kind of the timing to. I didn't know what that ball was going to do. I kept waiting for him to turn to try and get the ball off the wall. Then he stayed with it, and I thought, well, maybe he has a chance. And that was just good timing by him, not to get too aggressive at the wall. And it was good leap, and obviously, and so that I'll underscore to say that's a big play.
You think it maybe
trying
to score?
Yeah. No, that's a great play. I mean, you need to against good teams like that. You need to make big plays, and as we've seen many times, that kid's capable of doing that.
Speaking of, is it kind of reminding you of that year where every night when you come to the park, he's going to do something special to help you guys win a game?
Well, I mean, I said when he came, he's one of those guys. You better not go buy beer when he's around, because he might do something that you've never seen before. I mean, he's that kind of talent.
1-run games you guys have experienced here lately?
Yeah, that was huge. I thought some guys had some really big moments tonight. When with Ronald, the play out there and right. Iggy, Dylan Lee, unbelievable job. Schwelle, I thought he went deep, and that that's what you want. A few mistakes, but I thought he threw the ball pretty well. So it was just a good start to the series.
What was that? Ozuna's hit, bases clearing hit, and Ronald's catch. I mean, the whole thing just kind of turned upside down, and after you guys were kind of.
Yeah, I told him I love a team sport. Obviously not being able to get it done right there, and then he come up with the big hit. That was huge. That was that's what he's there to do, and I feel like he was real calm in those moments, and like I said, a huge swing for us.
What do you see with Ron?
Pete's a strong man. I really didn't think he was going to carry as far as it did, but it ended up doing that, and just an unbelievable catch. Unbelievable. And to be able to heads up play to get the ball back in, to double him off right there, that was huge.
Were you swinging first pitch?
No, not necessarily. He threw four change-ups to Matty in the dirt, so I kind of had a feeling he was going to challenge me, especially with the sinker. Try to get a ground ball left side somewhere. I just told myself see it up. He throws 100, so just be on time, and was able to elevate it.
Peterson started off pretty strong and went into, I believe it was the 8th inning.
Yeah.
What about him makes him a difficult matchup? He doesn't really throw hard. He doesn't really induce that many swings and misses, but he gets outs.
No, I mean, he's a pitcher. I think that's the ultimate, word for it. It's just he pitches. Pitches to the corners, up and down, changes speeds really well. Doesn't leave a whole lot over the middle of the plate, and the sinker's got good sink. The changeup, gets a lot of ground balls. And he did that tonight, kind of tip your cap to him. Like I said, he threw the ball well tonight.
That was your Braves recap. Hope you enjoy. See you guys down the road. Remember, always catch the recaps, Baseman Show, BS3TVLive.com, BS3 Network, and the Believe Network. See you.
No offense, but your brain is a terrible place to keep your big idea. It belongs in the world, but you know that already. You have a calling, a voice that says, this is what I'm meant to do. Create the website your big idea deserves with Wix. Make it your own with top-to-bottom customization, AI to help realize your vision, and built-in business tools to turn your daydream into your dream job. Wix supports every stage of the business journey except one. Your decision to begin. Ready? Go to Wix.com.
Support for this podcast comes from Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. We've all made RVing mistakes, like not pest-proofing the RV for winter, but there's one mistake you shouldn't make: not insuring your travel trailer. Progressive RV Insurance can protect your travel trailer when your auto or home insurance can't. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.